So I think that what makes Intero an environment where agents can thrive is that there's safety here. And what I mean by that is that this is a place where people are safe to be real. I think in a lot of ways, our society has put us all in positions where we kind of have to stay in a box, you know? And when we break out of that box, people go, hey, wait a minute, what are you doing? Get back over here. You know what I'm saying? Intero is different. Intero is a place where people can come and the shy become unshy, the timid become untimid, the fearful become unfearful because they're free to be real. Like if you're afraid, it's okay to be afraid. Guess what? I've been afraid too. And here's how I broke through that. If you were nervous on an appointment, guess what? I was nervous once too. And here's step by step what I did to become unnervous. So I think that the minute people see that it's okay to go through what they're going through, however, there's a way out of it, that's where transformation happens. Because a lot of times in life, when you go through situations and circumstances, you think you're the only one. Well, Intero is just a place where there's a bunch of great people, and they look around and they go, okay, well, that guy's just as messed up as me. Screw it, I'm gonna go for it. You know what I mean? And then they start working together and teaming up and helping each other, and little by little, next thing you know, there's just magic happening. So there's a couple of things that we do specifically to help agents become better. 100% of the things that we do are things that I use in my business. So I remember the day when I was stuck. You know, I was selling about 30 to 40 homes a year. I was working 7 days a week to do that, mind you. So I was working a lot, you know, selling 30 to 40 homes. That's quite a bit. However, I knew I wanted more. So I started to look out for things that would make me better. The first thing I do is there's a morning routine that we do, where every single morning, all of the agents take a picture of their journal and post it to a private group that we have, and where we write out the 3 things that made us happy from the day before. The reason why we do that is because real estate is an emotional business. So sometimes you need to focus your mind on what actually made you happy. So we write out, you know, I was happy because, you know, I really helped that person. Or I was happy because my son did this goofy thing, whatever it is. I know it sounds crazy, but instantly you're transformed into a state of happiness. The second thing was we write out what we're thankful for, because thankfulness is one of the greatest energies and one of the greatest things that you can vibrate out there into the world. So, you know, you could be thankful for a lot of different things. You write them down and you remember that. The third thing we do is we write out our goals for the year. Because how many times have people said, you know what, this year I'm going to do this. And by the end of the year, they forget. We literally write it out every single day. And then last but not least, we write out 25 times what is called our earning statement. In the brain, there's something called a reticular activating sensor. And what that brain does is that brain kind of calibrates what you believe is real and not real. So for example, I can tell an agent, hey, you really can sell 50 homes a year and only work 4 days a week. And they could go, no, that's impossible. I'm selling 20 homes a year and I work 7 days a week. So we start reprocessing their thinking. And I would have them write something like, I easily and effortlessly sell 50 homes a year while only working 5 days a week, or whatever the case may be. Because part of life is you just believing that something is possible. So that's one tool we do. Another thing we do is we're constantly role-playing. You know, I remember when I was working only with buyers. Buyers are easy. You put them in your car, you show them around, you open the door, and then you shut up and they go, I like that one. And then you simply write on a piece of paper, you make them sign it, and that's it. You made a sale, right? Sellers are different. Sellers and taking listings, there's an art to it. There's a mindset to it. There's a professionalism about it. It's a completely different game. And part of that is you have to know what to say, when to say it, and how to say it. The training we provide here for free, just by being at the office, is probably on par or better, and I'll go ahead and say that because it's the truth, than any training you can receive out there right now that you would pay thousands of dollars a month for. And it works because literally, I mean, I'll tell you the numbers. Literally, we were a buyers-focused company, and we would take maybe 8 to 9 listings on a monthly basis. Today, for example, is the 22nd of the month, and we've already taken 34 listings. And that's just because of the last 6 months we've been training and working and practicing and internalizing and rehearsing the same way a basketball player shoots free throws, the same way a baseball player takes ground balls, is the same way that we practice. So we do that every morning. Another thing that we do every morning is we role play. Not everybody does, but everybody knows that it's happening, right? So we go ahead and we role play as a group, because if I'm doing it by myself, I'll find excuses. But if I'm doing it with a group, then there's a group of people that are all doing the same thing, and I'll go, man, I better do it as well, you know? The other thing we do is Intero in Shape, which is a great program. My wife owns a gym, CrossFit Sabre. It's here locally in Upland, California. And I believe that when you feel great about yourself, you'll have great results. So once a month we get together, we work out together, and typically we go out and have breakfast afterwards. Another thing that we do for the people that are most serious is our one-on-one coaching program. These are individuals that are showing up every single day. They're full-time realtors. They're role-playing on a daily basis. They're prospecting, where I'm literally for 30 minutes, once a week, once every 2 weeks, once a month, we sit down and we talk specifically about their business plan, and what they have to do to get to the next level. All of what we do boils down to this. I remember very clearly when I was building my coaching company, going to hundreds of real estate offices and thinking, the only reason I'm here is because the current leader at the office is not providing what needs to be provided. And that's kind of tough to say, but it's the reality of the market. And I just decided I'm going to do here the same thing people were paying me to give them. I'm just going to do it for free as part of being a part of this great company. I've got agents that have met with me that have been in the business for 15 and 20 years. 15 and 20 years. And their first 2 weeks of being here, they go, I feel like I'm just barely getting started. Because one of the problems that occurs in the real estate industry is if you've got a good center of influence and you've got a good group of family members and friends, you can make a very decent living just by supporting and helping the people that you know. But what I know is that's inside of a comfort zone. And I know that what people really want is they want out here. They really want to live an amazing life where they feel fulfilled, that they're contributing to masses of people. They're vacationing whenever they want to vacation. They're free. And that freedom is available in real estate. And when I interview with people, that's what I know is that they're seeking. And that's the honey that's starting to attract people to our office, is that they know they don't have to pay for that outside. They're going to get it here, I can vividly remember a story where it was kind of funny, because what I say is it's the go get 'em tiger mentality, right? The typical real estate office is, the broker meets with the agent, they sign up, the agent gets started, the broker walks them over to the desk on the phone and he says, okay, go get 'em, tiger, right? And so in one particular meeting, it was funny, I was meeting with this agent, and the agent says, you know why I'm here? I said, why? He says, I'm here because I know you used to take 10 to 15 listings a month. I've been in this business for 12 years, and I've never taken more than 2 listings. And the only ones that I've taken are the ones that come to me. So I know you can help me. In my previous office, I kid you not, I literally went to the manager and I said, I need you to teach me how to take listings. And the manager goes, okay, don't worry, I'll be back tomorrow, come back. Guy says, I'm excited, I'm fired up, I can't wait. Like, I'm having a sleepless night because I can't wait about the amazing information she's gonna give me, right? So next day I go into the office and I sit down with her and she goes, here you go. And guy says, she gave me a book that big. She slid it across the table and she said, go get 'em. And I couldn't help but say tiger, because I kept thinking, go get 'em, tiger, right? And as he says, go get 'em, I say tiger, and he goes, and we both start laughing, because that's truly the mentality out there. And that's what people are seeking. People want to know, how do I have a better life? How do I sell more homes, provide more value, get out of my box, break through, and truly live the life that I wanted to live when I first got my real estate license, when I was first excited about my new business cards and how amazing they looked? How do I get to make that a reality, And the beautiful thing was I was fortunate enough to do that in my life, so we're able to provide that. We're able to teach them how to do that.